This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
A court appearance in the cards for 3 men picked up on drug charges. Acting on information, officers executed a search warrant on a home on McKinney Crescent, Millennium Gardens, just before 8 Tuesday evening. A search of the home was followed up with a search of a car on the property. Police tell us inside the trunk was 4.2 pounds of $4,200 worth of marijuana. Again, 3 suspects were taken into custody. No word on when they'll appear before a magistrate. 75 public school teachers have reportedly had their salaries cut, and as you can imagine, that's not sitting well with Bahamas Union of Teachers President Belinda Wilson. She's accusing the Ministry of Education of not working in good faith.
The teachers who are assigned to Carlton Francis School, and approximately about 11 of them now, who have not been allowed in the school gate from the 9th day of September. Those teachers' salaries were cut. I have teachers who have not received 1 cent. They have cut the salaries of about 65 teachers at CH Reeves. So hence, we are not happy today. It is, I believe, the lowest of the low that we've seen in a very long time in education.
The salary cut for Carlton Francis and CH Reeves teachers is believed to be the direct result of teachers staging small protest. But Mrs. Wilson says despite what the minister has said on the issue, the BUT has documentation of letters written to education officials over the course of several weeks expressing concerns from both schools. Concerns, she claims, have long been ignored.
We would have gone to the ministry for a meeting. That did not happen. About 2 weeks ago, we had our lawyers, and the government had the Attorney General and lawyers from the Attorney General's office. They were communicating. We thought that we had a win-win situation or working toward a resolution. We went to the Department of Labor about a week and a half ago, Thursday, to try to bring resolution to the matter. The ministry came to the table. They did not come in good faith. So we are right back to square one.
Mrs. Wilson promises that the union will do what it has to legally to ensure that those teachers' monies are repaid forthwith, as well as to have their rights protected. Organizers of StopDisney.com, Last Chance for Lighthouse Point, relaunching its campaign. The renewed aim this go-around to work with a growing community of supporters to ensure the campaign's even more urgent message reaches out to millions. The group opted to pause the campaign in early September to focus on relief efforts. In its statement, it pointed out that just prior to the hurricane, Disney announced plans to develop a cruise port at Lighthouse Point, yet failed to mention that 18,000 acres of ocean surrounding the coveted property were initially proposed as a top priority marine protected area as part of the Caribbean Challenge initiative. Disney says otherwise. Before suspending its campaign, the group's petition had secured the support of 100,000 people. That number sits at just under 110,000 now. The group's organizers include the Bahamas Reef Environment Education Foundation, or BREEF, Save the Bays, Re-Earth, Earth Care, and Waterkeepers Bahamas. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.